welcome back to the kitchen of the Celtic Caterer. I'm Chef Eric McBride. Another one of our little shorts on how to go and cook. Now, a lot of you have been baking at home right now, and one thing everybody's noticing, right, it's kind of hard to go and get any yeast right now. Well, if you go to Ireland, there's a way of getting to make your own bread, nice good Irish soda bread, that doesn't need to have any yeast in it at all. It's really quite simple, and so we're going to throw one together really quickly. So we're going to be using this one. I prefer to use this King Arthur flour. It's an older school style of flour. In its way, it's going to be closer, because one of the biggest things you're going to notice is that the flour that we have here in the United States is not quite the same as the flour we're going to go and get in Ireland. So we want to take a little bit of our King Arthur flour, measure this off of what we're wanting to go. And now, even King Arthur flour is still not up to the same quality, or not so much the quality as I would say. It's definitely the same quality, it's just not going to be the same weight, right? Irish flour is a little bit heavier. So one of the ways you do it is you go and have 4 parts King Arthur flour and 1 part maize, corn flour, actually. Not the kind of stuff you corn starch, but actually ground out corn flour, not cornmeal either. And so you want to mix those together, but it's still 4 parts, or 20% of our total bread, our flour, is going to be made up of this corn flour. We'll mix it all in here. Now when we put all this together, we want to add in a little bit of salt for our dish. Very important is our baking soda. And baking soda can be used for so many different things. You can only, I mean, if you buy some of these big bags of baking soda, you can constantly keep changing out for both your refrigerator and your freezer, so that your food is always telling fresh tasting food. You can add it into ways of cleaning your house. If you ever spilled any gasoline, mix that equal portions of baking soda, water, and vinegar. Absorbs all the odors and cleaning so well for it all. So we have our baking soda in here. We got our flour. We're going to add a little bit of sugar, not much, just a little bit. But one of the key things, an old school style of making the kind of what we're going to be doing, is when we go and add in a little bit of molasses. Now, molasses treacle. It's an older school way of making bread last longer still. So we're just adding just like a little teaspoon of molasses, not much, into it. And then our key, our most important ingredient, is buttermilk. The freshest buttermilk you can go and find. Use it the day that you bought it. If you can actually find a dairy that's producing, a cheesemaker that is making it, has their own buttermilk, buy it from them. If you're lucky enough to be around with the Amish, go buy their buttermilk. By far. So we're just going to add in our buttermilk into this. It's so simple. Pick this all up, mix all of our ingredients together. Get my little pan together for my oven. You want to cook this for about 40 to 45 minutes at 400 degrees. As I say, it does not take long to get what we're going to mix for it all. Just a little bit. Now, depending on where you're at and what's the altitude, you may need to add in a little bit of water. Not much, just a little bit. Or you can add in more buttermilk, either one for the. And we got it pretty much there. Take our dish down. Take out our dough, and you don't really want to knead this too much. Just a little bit. And normally with the way traditionally soda bread done, is they'll go and make kind of a ball out of it. You know? Actually, sometimes I like to go and break it up a little bit, and then just go off and make myself a nice little ball. And then you want to slice an X across. And what this does is, as it cooks, it's going to allow it to bloom out for it all. So when we get our dish, is homemade, take our bread, and I've got one just coming out of the oven right now. There we go. And that is our soda bread right out of the oven. Which one we can go in. Cut it up a little bit here. fresh bread always, like right now. It's so good. Right when it comes out warm. Get your soda bread, and then a little bit of Kerrygold butter. Just spread right on top of that. So good. Everybody here is going to be getting some real more. So that's another little cooking technique, short. Too big of a bite and don't want to waste it. Here at the Celtic Cater, please go on and look to us on our Facebook page, the Celtic Cater and Chef Eric McBride, and our website, thecelticcater.com, and you'll be able to find our recipe for this molasses and other breads right here in our Irish Celtic cookbook. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. As they say in Gaelic, Slán we all meet again. Thank you very much.